Hey guys, I'm back. I don't know what's happening with Instagram. When I'm inviting a person, it's shutting down. So I'm back again. Welcome to the School of Rockstars. We are going to meet another new guest on our show of Becoming Rockstars. So he is a very special guest. He is from a Army, US Army. He is a dreamer, visualizer, Army soldier. So I want to know more about his story, passion, his experiences and all. Let's welcome him without late. I'm super excited. I just did one interview with Cyrus before 1 hour. Hi.
Hello, and I want to say hello to all the viewers and anybody else that's either watching us live or it's going to be watching us on
I'm hearing you yeah.
Hey, how about now? You hear me?
It's like a lot better.
Oh.
Because I'm getting a lot of disturbance also.
Oh, okay.
But now it's super fine.
Okay. Well, just all right. How about now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm hearing my own voice.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
I don't either. And
Or else, I will just cut you and I will join you again.
okay.
Yeah, I will. I don't know what's happened. Jonathan, can you please accept my request? Yes, he sent me a request. Yes. Hello.
Hello. Hey.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's good.
All right. Now it's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm just happy to be able to to talk to you and actually like meet you like on camera instead of through Instagram messaging or whenever like watching the stories. You're watching my stories. I'm watching your stories, messaging like back and forth and all that. But yeah, I mean, just it's great for it to be here on live to to meet you and then to say hi to all the viewers out there. All right.
And I found you on Lynn's story that I think you spoke with her. You did one podcast with her, and also a couple of days back I saw you on her story.
Yeah. It's because in fact I met Lynn through Botham Hawkins, and in fact I met.
Oh.
Yeah, I met Bo Hawkins back in it was last year. Yeah, it was actually like a year ago. Just to even like think about it, and because he actually had an event, and it had one of the world's best fitness trainers that that actually had to meet. But then so that's how we met. So first I met Bo Hawkins, then I met Lynn. And then just like how it started, even like before like I met you, I just started following you, and then just started like sending, then even connecting on Facebook, and then it's just been ever since.
Yes, and like I also following your stories that you're doing I don't know yoga and stretches outside in the sun in the morning.
Yes.
Yes. And like I would like to know more about your story. Are you kind of this confident person since your childhood?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Like, are you this kind of a confident person since your childhood?
Well, I mean, because my as far as like how I became like how I am today. I mean, it just really wasn't like an overnight process. I mean, I had to actually start to start reaching outside of my comfort zone, because I used to to be like almost like the complete opposite, because with military life, in which like for your first time live, which we couldn't really hear each other, was 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 with military life. You're supposed to have discipline. You got to be a lot of people they just think that with the military, oh yeah, there's like this guy or this woman that's in uniform. They have a gun. They have like they're armored up. They're deploying to Iraq. They're deploying to Afghanistan, Africa, basically wherever they need. And then with like how like we're I mean just like with discipline. I mean, like with it's a bunch of standards that that we have to follow. We have to be or just like, or I should say like well, standards, but then also rules, and there's also policies, and there's also regulations, and a lot of it just because it's like we get so used to that little comfort zone, that little structure, and we just it just grows to be a part of it. So it's like we just it just becomes like the only world that we often we just want to know, and that's the only thing that we do want to know, and so. Then when I started reaching outside of my comfort zone, and actually like just to wander and learn, instead of just being hard headed all the time and say, hey, well, why do I need to read a book? Why do I need to start studying like successful people? Why do I need to even meet uh, new people all the time, or be willing to build like any kind of relationships? And I was like, what do you mean build relationships? What do you mean meet people? What do you mean go outside of the comfort zone? Uh, uh, I mean, it's just, but once I actually started opening my mind a little bit more, and then even taking other jobs, and even like doing other stuff that's completely outside of my own job within the army. Then okay, I mean it's like it's just like because it just makes just a whole entire renewed perspective, because it's like you can understand things a lot better, and then and you can like look at it from like another new perspective, and it's like, hey, why didn't I think of that? Or I've actually like learned something from that person, and that they've even like learned something for me. So it's like it's just I mean, to explain it, I mean, it's a little bit a little bit difficult, because and even for me, to where I can it's like say, hey, I'm excited, I really want to talk about that, but then sometimes I have to like up here, like I have to make the words, rather than just and then try to stop myself from jumping around all the time, because it's like I can like because I don't want to lose you. It's like I want to give it to you. I want every single one of you to understand it, but when but back to opening the mind, and then actually like just by going beyond the comfort zone. So say like, okay, well, I'm strictly in the office, I'm on the computer, I'm doing paperwork, I'm typing, I'm writing on the board, I'm designing charts or whatever, or updating reports. But then when I taken myself out of the office, and actually going outside for the change, and and seeing like with other people. But then whenever I start to actually like take an interest in it, and it's like, hey, it's I was like, I actually have like newfound like respect. I mean, because it's like if I see like a construction people, I really don't know anything about like the thing like about building like a brick wall. I mean, yeah, it can like look easy, but then that doesn't mean I'm going to be like, uh, what am I doing? What's this? What did I do wrong? But once you actually start like bridging that kind of gap, and actually going outside of the comfort zone, that's when you can find yourself like mentally connecting a little bit more. And even as you open the mind, instead of just creating a disconnect, you actually create a connect. And then once you keep that going, and so just like how it's just a chain reaction from there, like a link in the chain. Okay, I got this link in the chain, or I got that link in the chain, and the next thing you can I mean, it just just goes, and it just really just proves that uh, regardless of wherever we live or wherever we come from, and even like the evolvement of technology and even social media. And back then, when I first came to the military, I remember like a payphone, and I remember the old-fashioned paper envelopes and stamps before email, and way before Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, uh, whatever that's out there. And I mean, because it's actually like brought like a lot of us together, like how we can like cherish
Yes,
memories.
connect.
We can, yeah, we can actually connect, and it just realizes of how much alike that we are, although like we're different.
And like I would like to know how was your childhood? Because what kind of a person you are in your childhood?
Well, in my uh you mean like how I became, or how it was, like where I'm at
Yeah,
right now?
like how you was and how you became, like how you went into military. What was that path you took to get into that?
Well, like a funny story about what took me to the military was, I thought that the uniform like was getting get all the girls. Yeah, and but my father was in the military also. He was in the Air Force,
Oh,
and yeah, he retired in '93. That was around the time like when I graduated high school. Yes, I'm old, I know, and but I really didn't know like what else to do. I mean, because I was going to college, and I was just I really didn't really know what to do, because I had a job where I would uh to like one of those people that's like passing out the drinks and the popcorn like at a baseball game or something like that. Yeah, I was doing that, and then then I was going to college, and I I just really had like no direction. So I was just kind of figured, well, I mean, I'll join the military. And mind you, this is 1996. I mean, this is a long time ago. And then when I then it's like it just pretty much just been that from there. I mean, of course, like I left the military twice, and then even like since I joined the military, I mean, after I lived like a certain like lifestyle ever since like the day I was born. And then when the day, I mean, the day that I've even decided to either stick around in the military, I mean, because there had to be like something that they had to resonate with it, like within me. And it just something to where I was it really just taught me just like a lot of life lessons, which is what I I use whenever it comes to to my leadership. Because I've had like a lot of leaders. Only thing they want to do is just to be angry and just yell at you all the time. And I understand the military is discipline and all that, but now it's like, okay, I actually want to leave my own kind of legacy and my own kind of impact, because that outlives
yes,
you. I mean, even after you're gone. I mean, because it's like I mean, because it's like, and even seeing like certain people like go far like and do things and all that, and even uh, like will win certain competitions, and I mean just making me just feel like so proud and like so satisfied. And then I mean, not every single moment is going to be pleasant, because I mean, because we go like so say like when you and me work together, as well as any of the viewers that's there. Hi everybody again. um, because when we could be working together, I'm like, because there could be some things that we can disagree upon, and I may say or do things that you or you all may not like, and then even from what y'all can even do to me, or like we may not see, we might not even share like the same visions, but then throughout all of the discord and the disconnect, I want to take it forward from from creating more of a connection instead of like a disconnection. I just don't want to be that grumpy old person that's just like that'll even complain about even getting paid more. I mean, come on, we all love to get paid more, right? But
and yes.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you mentioned, legacy, right? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing currently.
exactly. Because
Yes.
Warren Buffett, I mean, we all know he's worth like 80 over 87 billion. He owns Berkshire Hathaway. J.P. Morgan and Chase. I mean, but just even like hear like his wisdom, like once you're actually like taking it in, because it's too easy to just press play like on a video or happen to be scrolling like on a social media feed and just happen to say, oh yeah, Warren Buffett says this or that. But then when you're actually like taking it in, he's actually like full of wisdom. And I was like, you know what? I was like, it's like it's like a vision board for me, and which is why but I mean, but then, okay, what he actually said was like, someone is sitting in the shade in the tree because somebody planted that seed to that tree a long time ago.
And like he has so much of wealth, but he lives a simple life. He loves to live that simple life.
Yeah, he does. I mean, because for those of you, I don't know if you or the viewers, if anybody has seen it yet, but his morning routine where he goes to McDonald's,
Yes,
which
yes,
is
I
yeah,
saw that video.
yeah, $3. His wife only gave him $3.50, and it's like you're worth 87 billion. You could buy that McDonald's that you're going to, but you only have like $3.50. You get the sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin, which is like popular breakfast item, and but then he has to get a cup of coffee. But then if he has like a enough change left, and then he'll be able
Yes,
to get a hash brown. I mean, but like just what the simplicity, just like what you said, and being smart about it, and having like the wisdom, and that just proves which is why I've changed like my perspective is you cannot buy character, you cannot buy
yes.
a good personality, because anybody can give me like $1 million to just smile. Of course, I'm going to be smiling big and all that. I don't care if my cheeks are going to be sore, stiff, and even afterwards, I'll feel like one of them contestants like at a beauty pageant or something. Yeah,
And
but
we can't buy it. We should earn it.
yes, exactly, because even from what I come across like in the military a long time ago is rank, because there are some people that has like a very high level rank or very high level position within leadership and in the military. I mean, yes, and like by the regulation, by policies, even rules, we have to talk to them in a respectful and
Yes,
professional manner and matter. And then okay, that's what's called customs and courtesies. Now, customs and courtesies. So like whenever like enlisted, whenever we see an officer, we're supposed to salute, or we're supposed to render like the proper respect, because it's part of tradition. It's part of like a it's I mean it's just how it's been. But whenever you have that good kind of character, that good kind of leadership, leaving that outlasting great impact and everything, that's that's what's gonna make all the difference. So the quote that actually came across is rank may get you customs. If I can talk right, rank may get you customs and courtesies, but character may get you respect. In fact,
yes,
I'll even type that too. Okay,
I got it.
rank. Yeah. Rank may get you. I'm typing, everybody.
Yeah.
Customs and courtesies. I appreciate the like how another cool technology is like that good like that it corrects you like as you're typing, and
Yes.
but character, I'm almost done. Character get you respect. There you go. All right. So so I just
Yes.
thought it just type it. So that way like you and you can get it, and and everybody else can get it. But that's that's what I'm focused on. Ever since like I've actually like learned that, and then I've even come across leaders that just to where like, oh yeah, they like to know everything, they're always right. That means, I mean, because it's even wonder like, okay, have you ever even tried anything new? Have you? I mean, there's got to be something that that you don't know. And that's what actually like stuck with me, because I had those ungrateful leaders. I had those horrible bosses. I mean, just ridiculously mean and unsatisfied and unhappy, and it's even like it'll start to even take the toll. But I was like, you know what? I want to do better than that. I want to do better than that. And just because like the boss did this, the boss did that, like and nobody liked it. Well, then guess what? Okay, now that I can be the boss and all that, but okay, well then guess what? We're not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna, what? I don't know why he, she, they did it this way or did it that way. That just that just even goes up with another quote is by when Steve Jobs, well, I mean when Ashton Kutcher when he played Steve Jobs, and we all know who
Mm.
Steve Jobs was, and because
Yes.
he says, because he says, like when you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way that it is, and your life is to live your life inside the world. Try not to get in too much trouble. Get an education, get a job, make some money, have a family. But life can be a lot broader than that when you only realize just one simple thing, and that is that everything around us that we call life was made up by people that are no smarter than you. And I ever since that it's just been resonating. So I want to resonate. I want to resonate as I move forward because I mean it's just I mean it's that's just my driving force. And even though like I got some people who just the higher ups they don't like that. I mean, okay, when that's fine. You don't have to like that because company is going to be company, organization is going to be organization, a department is going to be department. Uh, um, uh, a club is going to be a club, and or whatever, or a foundation or association. But it's like in the end, you're just going to have you, and it just proves that that self care is actually like the best care, and it's yeah.
Eh,
So
yeah, yeah. Like you mentioned Steve Jobs, right? Like I saw that movie. I'm a very big fan of that movie.
yes, and I have a cousin who works at Apple. He
Oh,
worked
awesome.
yeah, he works at Apple, and I even have another friend. He actually does like a lot of IT work and everything uh, for Apple and all that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean it's just I mean I it's just because ever since I started opening my mind, just like whenever I started
Yes.
just like how I said earlier, and how I became like who I was just because all I made was just one decision, and
Once.
just stick with it. I mean, it's not going to be abracadabra, poof, whoa, check it out, hey, look at me, and then I did one bicep curl, and well, I should be like a bodybuilder. No, I mean it's not like that, and
And
yeah,
for like yeah, for the military people, like morning routine is really important.
yeah.
So what is your morning routine?
My morning routine is I always like to look for inspiration every day. I like listening to Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone,
Yes.
Les Brown, and even on Sundays, especially whenever I have the time. I haven't had time lately, but Oprah Winfrey, Super Soul Sunday, and
Yeah, awesome.
yeah, and I like watching those or even like listening to those. And I'm a big fan of the audiobooks, and so and
Okay.
because especially whenever I'm walking, whenever I'm out running errands, or I'm out driving, I can just and again with a wonderful technology like a Bluetooth and just press play, zone out because whenever it comes to like improving yourself, so self care is actually where it's at because it's like, okay, well, I mean, I don't have time because I have to go punch back in, or I have to, but it's like, well, the work, that you need to do just to even take care of yourself. That's work that's the most important work, because instead of just concentrating on, okay, well, here the line is a little bit long at Starbucks or tea. I mean, yeah, it's not so much like the coffee or the tea or when's it going to be like your first break? I mean, yeah, they're cool, but if it is it are you going by from what the companies or what the bosses are saying, or what you're just going to be just along for the ride, or are you going to actually so say like if I have a cut on my head, but then I can't do it until until somebody either tells me to. No, I can't do that. I gotta get the band-aid, or just like hold it above my head, hold it on my head, because hey, I have to to take care of myself. So self-care is the best care, because
Yes.
because the haters are always going to hate, and the adversity, I mean, which is it's gonna be inevitable. It's gonna be obvious, and it's everywhere out there. So, so because that's when like with the environment, you're gonna have to dig inward. You're gonna have to dig inward, and you have to put in the work for yourself. You have to do the work for yourself. Okay, who cares about what they're saying and all that? Because it's like the actual toxicity. But then, I mean, yes, it's still toxic. But then, like, okay, like, is that are you gonna just be like along for the ride? Or are you gonna set yourself apart? I mean, because that's my actual main thing right
Like
there is.
what at what time you wake up and what you do until get into real work?
Well, I wake up very early in the morning. I get my workout in. So just like this morning, I posted on my. I went live, but then I also posted my 300 push-ups, and so I get up like early in the morning. It could be as early as 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and but the earliest I've ever been up was it was it was at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
literally like in the middle of the night, and I went on a 16-mile run in the snow. So, but see that's also mentorship for me, because whenever I'm pushing myself to the extreme, whenever I'm actually applying myself, that's like when you learn just that much more like about yourself, because it can actually humble you, and it's one of those many life lessons, to where like, okay, like like if you're actually say like if I'm going through the training for like top honors. I mean, yes, everything is sore. I have a headache. I'm tired. I'm sick. It's like, uh, I mean, but then it's also like a mental check, to where it's like, hey, do I really want it? Have I dug deep enough? I mean, is it? And but then it's a head check, but then
Yes.
it's also a heart check. To where like, do I really want this for myself? But then guess what? I mean, but then like, if you're not going to go after it, then you're never ever going to have it. See, just like how, like, if you don't put in the work, then don't expect any of the kind of results that you're hoping for.
And when you lack confidence, how you gain you more confidence? Like what are the things that you do to gain more confidence?
What I do for to gain more confidence is, I like to like, if there's something, if there's a story, or if there's an IG story, a Facebook story, or Facebook video, IG video, IGTV, or whatever, and or even like looking through my DMs, or even like the messages, is I like to to look at that again, or maybe like listen to it again, and
Okay.
all that, because it can be easy as like, say like if you ask me, or I'll ask you to do something, but then it's like busy. Sometimes like a week, we can just forget. Like, it's like, oh, okay, oh, that's right, like I forgot about it. Or, yeah, I mean, but it's like I like to to keep myself in check, but just like, if there's if there's even a situation, of course I'll go for a walk, and I'll go cool off for a little bit. Or if I find myself just getting overwhelmed, let me just take like a little step back, and just to get like my thinking back to peace and serenity. Then that's how I can regain the confidence. And then
And
but then also
yeah.
focusing like on the end result. Because I mean, I remember being picked on by conducting like an after action, or like after any kind of training event that happens, and whenever I'm asking for like a lot of feedback from people, and like the way I was doing it, I mean, I was reaching people, but then I had like one instructor, one facilitator, that they just didn't like how I was talking and all that. But then it's like, okay, but then I stayed focused. I stayed focused. So step back, um, kind of like refresh yourself, and then focus like on the results. So that's what I do to gain my confidence back.
And for the military soldiers or US person, like a Navy SEALs, the mindset it's the main thing that
Yes.
plays a key role. Like, how do you cultivate that warrior mindset?
Well, like the warrior mindset, I mean, it's because before we're ever going to any kind of combat mission, of course, I've been to both Iraq and Afghanistan, and um, to even have to deploy there, and it's I mean, like the fear is there, the anticipation is there, and the uncertainty, it's like, am I going to come back okay? Am I going to, am I going to be alive? Uh, what am I, what am I going to do? You experience like every single like one of those, those emotions, and even like despite all the training, that you go through, and anything else that you do to get ready, and it's like, I mean, it's like it's like it can like uh, I mean, it's to where like there's with everything else that's going on, everything what they told you, it's like repetition over and over, and it's like, yeah, I got it. But then, whenever you're gonna go do it, guess what? Out the window. What? But then,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's I mean, even like with each and every like single mission that I've been on, I mean, and just what having to be away for for such a long time. I mean, it can it does make you be a lot more grateful, and it does make you it does teach you so like certain kind of lessons, that can really either that can really make you in some ways, and in order for you to like to even grow, um, and I've even had to make a lot of sacrifices, and even like as I've taken myself forward in life, I had to sacrifice like a lot of the toxic relationships, and
Yes.
and actually like want to go out, and then actually like paying it forward, because it's like, because we always have a chance. We always have a chance to to bring forth the goodness, and to leave out the badness. And we always want to keep the good, just out of like human nature. Who wants to keep the bad? None of us do. So yeah.
And like, what is the best lesson you learned through your whole experience in U.S. Army?
The best experience, which is which is a lot. I mean, it's a lot of experiences. I mean, you experience good times, bad times, happy times, sad times, sick times, uh, funny times. But well, just for anybody to even like join the military, or even like get sworn into office, we have to like, please raise your right arm, or like your right hand, and repeat after me, or even like an oath of office for anybody to be sworn in as judge, or even like as any of those certain distinguished levels within the government. We have to to basically like exceed everybody's like expectations. See, I want to help change the world. Just like, I don't know if you ever saw Navy SEAL Admiral McCraven when he spoke at UT Arlington. Have you seen that?
Like, with the white dress and all?
Yeah, with the
Yes.
because he actually,
I didn't remember the name, but I saw, like,
yeah,
he speaks about making the bed.
yeah, making the bed. Yeah.
Yes, it's
Well,
a
because
very popular one.
yeah, because that's what he summed up, like what life lessons, from what he's learned. And so like any kind of life lessons, like I always want to to bring that forward, to actually pay it forward, because the world is investing, for people like me. And then, but then, okay, like why mess that up? I want to make that better. And because if anybody that's going to appreciate thank me for my service, okay, I thank you for, for like for you and all the other viewers out there, for all of their support and all that. But then guess what? I'm on a mission, just to make it better, because in which I'm only one person versus how many other hundreds of thousands, the totals, I don't know off the top of my head how many people that are serving in the military. But I want to be like one of like the good people that's that's gonna actually take it forward in every good way.
And I also follow like Jocko Willink,
Oh,
Navy
Jocko,
SEAL.
yes, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Jocko and David Goggins.
Yeah, and he was, in fact, Jocko. From what I heard, he was Chris Kyle's commander, and Chris Kyle. We all know he's one of the world's greatest snipers. I mean, but he's. I mean, I like listening to like his podcast too.
Yes,
So any chance I get to learn, because that's how you want to improve yourself. Be willing to learn. You want to improve yourself, be a little bit more open minded rather than just going off of, well, it's just the way it's always been, or it's just the way it is,
yes,
or this like it's that's just that's just how it goes. No, I mean, like if you I mean, because better, which means also going for the better. Then even for another quote is, change nothing changes then. So
yes. And like when I'm cooking, also I make myself listen to podcast interviews.
yes,
Yes, because like
yes,
I don't have that opportunity to meet them, but I have that opportunity to listen their experience through podcasts and interviews and learn from it.
yes, so which is because just by looking at your IG feed and all that, and for even like all of your followers, it's right up there. Well, I can't point to your screen, but it says the School of Rockstars, and even with me, which is like my name just shortened a little bit. But I mean, but I've just by networking, just by putting myself out there, like in each and every single kind of good way. Look how much more connections I've even made.
Yes,
I was like, you know what I say, I'm really liking this, and even for like the like here, like on Instagram, we have the Army Fresh and the Military Fresh Network. I mean, yes, even though like we are wearing the uniform, but guess what? I'm still me, you're still you, and and then how people to where like, okay, well, in the military, it's supposed to be all just just disciplined, and all that,
yes,
it's all kind of hard, like hardcore, like, and then when I smile, it's like no, we don't smile, no, I mean, but because it's like, okay, well, guess what? You still have a brain, you still have a heart, like, and just like human nature, if something's funny, of course we're gonna laugh, and if something's sad, of course we're gonna like we're gonna feel sad, or whenever we receive bad customer service, of course, like, we're not gonna, like, of course it's gonna be all negative. I mean, I mean, but when I, like, because when I even heard the words from when I was studying, when I was watching a video of this one fitness trainer, and he said, because he reflected on the story when he was struggling, and then he said he actually started crying, because, and then like the CEO asked everybody just to leave out of the conference room, and said, hey, what's wrong, and he's just, and the CEO actually told him, he says, that's why I hired you, just be you, that's all I need. And even from I mean, just the first steps, like just even out of the comfort zone, it hurts at first, it really hurts, but
yes,
and it's because, and or even like whenever like we fail at something, of course it's going to be like discouraging, or it's just saddening, especially like when you work so hard, and but then like it does teach you like certain kinds of certain kinds of lessons, and I've even seen the kind of impact, like when I used to be such a negative person all the time, and just not really want to talk to anybody, not just want to isolate myself, and it's I mean it's but then just even just the kind of leadership mistakes that I made, how I treated my troops and everything so harshly, and and it's like just to just even like reflect on that. It was like, what was I, what was, I don't know why I said that, or like, whenever that they see how successful that they are now, and it's like, I was so wrong about you, and but yeah, because that was like a life lesson to where, turn over, new page, and
And like sometimes we feel like we want like we did so much and we want to take rest. We want to seek like a comfort, but it takes time to get into that work zone. Sometimes like it's hard because we are used to that comfort. Like how you retrain your mind during that zone.
Well, I just ever since ever since like I changed like my mindset. I just kept going. I mean, sometimes there are times when I was like, why? What's this is just wasted effort. This is just a waste of time. What's the purpose of this? And but then when you have a why, you have a why.
Yes,
Yeah, because when you have a why, like your why is going to keep is going to keep you going.
keep you going.
And
Yes.
even from when yeah, I mean it's just because because uh, because like not every single workout session, not every single good workout of mine has been good. There are some workouts when I really didn't feel like doing it. I'm tired. Or like whatever I went through today, or whatever I went through earlier, or what I have been going through, and it's like but then like when I just kept going, just kept going, and that's the that's the only way to even get anywhere. It's like if you just keep going. So
And
yeah.
yeah, yes, like you mentioned why, right? So there is a book called Start with Why by Simon Sinek.
So Simon Sinek.
Yes, Simon
Yeah,
Sinek.
yeah, he's another good one too. I'm actually happy like you brought him up, and he yeah, I mean he's another great one. So, so just by
Yes,
just by like start studying like a successful people, that's where like all the inspiration everything comes from. Even from when I went to like the House of Blues, and it was in Dallas, and I was actually one of those mastermind events. And I mean, I actually didn't attend an event. It was like somebody I knew. He actually went to an event because the tickets was like $250 that
15. Mm.
obviously didn't have the money for. But it was I just happened to like show up there, and just look for him. I didn't have his number, so I kept on Facebook messaging him and kind of like looking around, like walking around, like where is he? But then like outside, I see like import cars, and just like customized high end people, and then sitting at a table with like a bunch of six figure, 7 figure earners, and eating like buffalo shrimp, and all that, and French fries. Um, but then just because I was like I really need to learn, because just to like sit there and just like listen to like a lot of their conversations and all that, it really like I really found it like very fulfilling. What I mean? And see that's what I just need all the time, because when you have that kind of environment, and it's just like I was like, yeah, I like this. It can actually provide that spark to the flame, set you on fire and all that, and
Yes.
just yeah, and so that's that.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So that's just just what it takes, and that's how you can get kick back into gear, or like whatever you thought of. It's like, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Here, matter of fact, because it's like the vision can be renewed, or the perspective can be renewed. So that's what I do every day. Yes.
Awesome. Like in your opinion, what are the behaviors that will lead to failure?
Behaviors that would lead to failure is like it could be like doubt, because there are some times where I still doubt myself, to where like, okay, I don't know about this, or whenever like I post like this picture, oh, I don't like this. It's not going to get enough likes. It's not going to get enough comments. It's not going to get any shares. Uh, then whenever I'm, or if I'm like, if I don't know about sending this message, I'm going to look silly or look stupid or whatever. But I mean, but it's like, because whenever you take that first step, yeah, I mean that's like the, I mean, um because that's what's going to make all that difference.
Failure.
Yeah.
Okay. And like when I started doing these interviews in the first, I don't have that confidence. I feel like my mind is filled with all insecurities and fears. But I want to do something big. I want to create an impact.
Yeah.
Yes. Then I started listening to motivational speakers, their videos, their podcast. Every day I used to listen, and I'm continuing daily now. Also, I listen to Gary V, Mel Robbins, Simon Sinek, Jay Shetty, all these people.
Oh, Jay Shetty, yeah, that's that. That is like another good one because, you know, I mean, he really does post a lot. And there's another guy,
Yes,
Trent Shelton.
I don't know, but Tim Ferriss,
Tim Ferriss, yeah,
yeah, Tim Ferriss and Tom Bilyeu. He is
yeah,
one of the best interviewer.
yeah. Tony Robbins
And
also. Yeah,
Tony Robbins, Evan Carmichael.
yeah,
I'm
Evan
doing,
Carmichael. Yeah.
yes. I got these kind of connections through him, Evan Carmichael. By following him, I got to connect with all these Believe Nation community.
Yes, exactly. And say that because that's the kind of environment that we all need. And it's just even just even like we just have to just simple like keeping keeping
Yes,
like your right kind of circle. And so and even from how like when I was what I was taught like when I was small was because I used to like daydream a lot and I like in school because according to the education system, I had like a learning disability. I mean, but it's like where everybody like learns differently and but then it's like okay, but then whenever I keep dreaming and like and all that because it's like okay, well then then guess what? Of course like I'm going to keep dreaming. How was it that I was able to to either transform my life? How was I how was I able to to be able to just to learn that much more about myself and then looking how it was back then and looking at how to I am now and it's like I still have that wow factor and it's like
yes.
yeah but then like it just throughout all of that throughout the whole process life lessons life lessons.
And yeah, I also have that wow factor because when I started doing these interviews, like I'm afraid of listening to my own voice. I don't
Yeah.
like that voice. Yes,
Yeah, well,
I feel,
it's weird for all of us because whenever I watch myself on camera, or even like whenever like I'll watch watch like this replay. If you like if it gets posted because it's going to be on the IG feed for 24 hours or so. But then yes,
yes,
it even feels weird for me to where like why do I keep doing that? Or even like whenever I'm watching because I before like whenever I started in social media, my camera skills were horrible and but then now it's like I still find myself to like looking around too much, saying too much and this and it's like stop doing that.
oh,
And then but then like whenever I'm watching like certain kinds of people, it's like how are they able to do it on camera? Even like those vloggers on YouTube and everything.
hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but I think you sound good. I think you sound good.
Yeah, but but when I start, it's not a one night work. I am doing it from last 7 months, 6 or 7 months.
Okay.
Like when I watch my first video that I put on Instagram, I said just believe, be confident, two, three
Yes.
words.
Yes.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, and
And
I've actually watched like at least like quite a few of your videos, and I was like, hey, I like that, School of Rockstars, all right. So yeah, and then because then we met like because when I was on live on video with live on IG with Lynn Scrafton, or she's
yes,
known as Flame Lioness, and
flame liners. Yes.
yes, but then it's like I mean then it's like just it just then like when I like when you started following me and I started following you and then I just happened just to like happen to be like here scroll and I was
Yes.
like and then but then when I watched like the video because I was like because I was like and I was because I was even curious I was like who are you and then like when I watched like first video and even like second video I was like okay yeah
Because why I named it as a School of Rockstars means my name is Revathi. So the meaning of the name is star.
star oh okay
Yeah.
hey
So
you hear that everybody
I want to, Yeah, I want to become that Rock. I
Yeah,
want to get that qualities from Rock, like the Dwayne Johnson.
yeah, Dwayne Johnson. In fact, yeah,
Yes,
he's like I like his success story too because it's like we're because he started $7 productions or $7 productions
yes,
because
yes,
that's how he started was $7, and he says that he never ever wants to forget that feeling, $7, and he said that that's what keeps him focused and working hard
yes.
and thankful and all that, and then I mean because he's well beyond $7 now. I mean, yeah,
He is like more.
yeah,
And uh, and I also feel that in every craft, in every if for example, if you take YouTube, Alan Carmichael is one of the rock star. I feel like because
yes,
he is the best. He is doing the best, and he's putting out his 100% every single
yes,
day.
yes,
So that's why I feel like he is the rock star of YouTube. So I
yes,
want to communicate with all the Believe Nation community or all the people.
yes.
So yes, that's how I started.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And oh, and next month, in fact, January 9th, it's obviously going to be 2019. Is it'll be 20 years in the military for me.
Oh, awesome.
20 years. So
Awesome.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, I know I don't look like it because I know I don't look like I've been serving this long. I'll put you this way, I still get carded.
So
Yeah.
are you still in military or you came out of it?
Yeah, so I'm still in. Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
still serving, and then and yeah, so like I'm still still serving. In fact, I'll be reaching my official 20 years next month.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And during those military periods, how you adapt your training when you are in road because you travel a lot, right? Or no?
I mean, it may seem like that, because it's like because whenever I do get to to do stuff like and go places, that's only like whenever I can. I'm not traveling all the time. I love to travel.
Okay.
I love to travel all the time, but then whenever I'm there, um, I always like to take in the sights and go eat some of the food, uh, dig into the culture and everything, meet the people, see how it is. It's all part of what opening the mind. A little bit
Yes.
because it's a big world. It's just a whole big world out there, and yeah. So I love to travel and yeah, and I love to actually. I mean, it's a lot more than just okay. Checking through TSA, board your plane, take off, fly, and land, get your baggage, and get an Uber or Lyft or like a ride or a taxi to the hotel. I mean, it's a lot more than that because when you're actually taking it in and everything. So I mean, so I understand like it may seem like I do travel a lot,
Travel.
and
Okay.
which I have throughout the years, like in the military. I mean, but it's like I've just grown to have like such a to such a love for it, and so that just means hey, go out, do stuff, and it's since you're here, hey, why not this, why not that, and yeah, so it's like instead of just military all the time and want to stay within the military compounds, no, you actually like go out and do stuff because it's that's when you learn just that much more.
And during your military period, you miss your family. You will be away from your family for so many years.
Uh, that it's never easy. It's never
Yes,
easy, and
because you remember though family memories and the times that you spend with them. How do you keep yourself strong when you get those?
well, just mostly just um, it can be like just doing whatever I need to do every day. just knowing that I'm just that much closer of of just getting home. And I know that there's gonna be a lot of times to where like I really, I mean, from a personal standpoint, I really don't want to do it, or I'm more than happy to do it, but then overall, it's like, what choice do I have? I mean, it's not easy. I mean, it's really not easy because it's like, I remember when like these two husband and wife, they're both helicopter pilots and they're both deployed to Iraq, and they had to miss their twin sons' high school graduation because
Oh,
yeah, I mean it's still heartbreaking. I mean, I'm not to be honest, because it's like, because I've spent a birthday deployed, I spent a holiday season deployed. Um, I mean it's still hard. I mean it's still hard, and but then knowing, like knowing that I'm doing like what I need to do, to provide, and to to actually be more forward, onward, to the future, onward and
yeah.
upward,
And like, how do you turn your weakness into strength?
How do I do my weakness into strength? Well,
Yeah.
since we all have, we all have weak spots, we all have our shortcomings, we all have our even like that, the apps, we all have our bug fixes and performance improvements, but or like this version software is better, but but it does come. I always like to start it with the accepting,
Okay.
because there are some people like, like there are some people like, and I've actually worked with people to where they have the attitude like, oh, I'm never wrong, I'm always right, I know everything.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
but then like whenever it comes to them, whenever they make an error or discrepancy or like a mistake, but then it's like, okay, it's like they don't want to accept it, they don't want to admit it. So that's because whenever it becomes like any kind of weakness, is as far as developing them into strengths, weakness into strengths, or working. You have to even work on it. First off is accepting it, you know,
Okay.
and and even like a staying humble to it, and and it's just then then like what I do to, is like the it's like the one it's like one thing that can scare me, but then it's just it's like how that even acronym goes: forget everything and run, or face
Face,
everything,
yes.
and rise. Because I mean, I remember when I had to, to rappel for the first time. I mean, yeah, like on video and on pictures, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so cool. But then like once I'm actually like over that ledge and like looking down, and I'm just like, I was like, huh, I was like, wow, But then like whenever I actually like went through it, and then whenever, then when once I actually went through it, and I was like, oh, it was actually fun. I mean, it's like where it wasn't really even all that bad. I mean, um, and then, but
Yeah.
then, I mean, because anything outside of your own comfort zone, it always scares you at first.
Yeah, Jonathan, it's gonna end. We can
Okay.
join in like a, yeah. It's
Okay.
gonna end in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm back. It's a great interview talking to a US Navy soldier. So waiting for Jonathan. So hi Jonathan, can you please join me so that I can thank you? Jonathan. Hey Jonathan, can you join me? Yes, he's here.
I'm back.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It ended because we already talked, like spoke for 1 hour.
Oh, okay, okay. Let
Yeah.
me see, because that just because I actually because I actually like that, because whenever, especially like whenever something's so good, but then like
Yes.
say like,
I
say
forgot that we spoke for 1 hour.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
like yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let me get like a smile, like a real quick, because I'm gonna post this in my stories. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Ready? Mm. I just took a screenshot. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, what is your last message to the audience? Like,
My last what to the audience?
hmm,
My what?
last message, like a
Uh,
last.
well, like my last message, that I always like to say is, be great in all that you do. Nothing else pays. And we know because whenever in order to be great, you got to go outside. You got to go outside your comfort zone, and you have to go beyond. And every day you have to be grateful. And and um, always learn. Um, and always be thankful. Go outside your comfort zone. Wait, I said that already, right? Uh, yeah, and
We have to do it 2 times.
yeah, yeah. I mean, but yes. I mean, because it's because or even like with Les Brown. I keep rambling on and on. Like, which another camera skill I need to work on is Les Brown. You have greatness within you. I rather hear Les Brown say that to all of us because we all need to hear it. But hey, like you have greatness. And don't let anybody sell you short. Don't let anybody say no, you don't. Don't let anybody say it's like no, you don't have what it takes. You're not smart enough. You're not in shape enough. You're not fit enough. You're not good enough. Whatever, you know. Or even I'll even come across this. In fact, I'll type it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I also like there is a one movie scene in. Did you watch The Pursuit of Happiness? Will
Yeah,
Smith
the pursuit
movie?
of happiness. Yeah, uh, it's an actual like true story of Chris
Yes,
Gardner. Like Will
Chris
Smith.
Bond. Yes,
Yeah, well, Will Smith. Um, Will Smith actually played him. In fact, Will Smith was actually inspired by his story, so that's why he it that which is for him to come like to like a San Francisco like a stockbroker. He saw that Lamborghini or that Ferrari, and he actually come out. He's like, hey, what what do you do? Like what is it that you do?
yes,
And then but then whatever he did, he just just went for it. And even from the interview to where like okay, like this man he was hired, he had like no shirt on, but we hired him. What was
yes,
wrong? And he's all like he still had paint on him from when he had paint. And he's like he must have had on some really nice pants. and
yes,
yeah, yeah. I mean, but for anybody who hasn't seen The Pursuit of Happiness, like they really do like need to watch it because it's like because Chris Gardner. I mean, he's he even says when I actually watched like a Chris Gardner video, he says when you have to for your success, you got to commit to Plan A. Plan B sucks.
yes,
And he says that there should be no Plan B, for Plan A. So so like in life, we're like in our quest for our Plan A or Plan A's. Probably many Plan A's, and so we just have to keep going for that Plan A's. And even also to where like whenever like we're sad, a lot of times we're looking down or but then I remember whenever I heard like you know whenever we're looking down, dreams don't live down there. Yeah.
and like there is a movie like in one of the scene, the Will Smith says to her son, like, don't let anybody tell you can't do it, you can't do something.
Yes, exactly. Because
Yeah.
because there are some people like to where okay, there you go. I just typed it. It's like it's because ever since I came across this, will that screen
Okay.
ever go back?
The box you tried to put me in was just a blind spot to your vision.
Yeah, exactly. Because whenever I get those negative performance reviews or my performance for what I've been doing in my military duties was so bad and all that. But then yeah, and then whenever anybody that's going to try and put limits on you, that means they want you to have their limits. You see what I'm saying? Because it's
Yes,
like because like their vision is so it's like so small,
so
to
small.
where
Yeah.
yeah, but then it's like it's only just to just to just what they know.
And like I always learn from others, like they say, think big, but test it small, try small.
Exactly. Because
Yes,
it's like because like say like somebody who's never ever ran before. That doesn't mean that they can just let me just go run a marathon right now. No, you got to work at it. Because
yes,
you have to condition yourself. You have to condition your body. You have to condition your mind, and you have to obviously you have to condition like your muscles, and especially like it's going to involve like a lot of changes because like whatever foods that you used to eat all the time that was actually that we once thought was healthy. Well, then guess what? I mean, a lot of that has to change. Or we never really used to drink water. Like say like if I can hate water, I dislike water. I don't like how it tastes. There's no flavor. Or then like whenever it comes to whenever I have to drink water, I have to drink water.
yes.
Yeah.
And thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much too. Mm.
I'm so grateful to you for speaking to me and giving me opportunity to talk to you.
Oh, it's I'm anytime and any place, okay? And
Yeah, thank
thank
you.
you, thank you.
Thank you so much. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Jonathan. I'm so grateful to you for telling your story, your experiences in US military, and it's like a life lessons you have to learn from it. Thank you, Nandu. Thank you, Nani. Thank you, Raji. Thank you, Chendu. Thank you, each and everyone, for joining me. Thank you so much. Love you. Love you all. Bye.